Welcome to Astrology. So here today we are going to see the 12 houses in your horoscope. These 12 houses are very important because as much as planets, these 12 houses play a huge role in an individual's life. So before going to see like how we are going to cast the horoscope, we can see like what are the 12 houses that we have. So here I am sharing a typical South Indian style of chart. So where you have like starting from Aries, this is your first house, and you go clockwise and go up to 12th house. So this is how it has been seen in the astrology. Okay, and so the first house is your Aries, second house is your Taurus, third house is Gemini, fourth house is Cancer. So all the way it's up to Pisces. So Aries is nothing but Mesha Rasi. Taurus is your Rishabh Rasi. Gemini is your Mithun, and Cancer is Katakam or Cancer sign. Leo is your Simha Rasi. Virgo is your Kanya Rasi, and Libra is your Tula Rashi, and Scorpio is Vrichik Rasi. Sagittarius is your Dhanush Rasi. Capricorn is Makar Rashi, Aquarius is your Kumbh Rashi, Pisces is your Meena Rashi. So these are the 12 houses that we have. And so we have something called an ascendant. So previously we saw like, so this is the first house, right? Aries is your first house. But everybody will not have Aries as their first house because the ascendant, this is something called ascendant or Lagna. This will vary based on the time of birth. Suppose if you are born in the month of, say, between like April 14 to May 14, okay, this is a starting month. Okay, so here the sun will be there in the first house for those people who are born in the April between April 14th and May 14th. So on between April 14th and May 14th, whoever is born, if they are born in the morning time at the time of sunrise, say sunrise is at 6 o'clock, whoever is born between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. Within these 2 hours, they will have this Aries as their ascendant. And whoever is born between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., they will have this house, which is Taurus, as their ascendant. So, in this example, if you see, I have given an example of Capricorn ascendant. The Capricorn ascendant will have the first house itself as Capricorn. So this is his first house, and again you have to go clockwise. So once if Capricorn is the first house, your Aquarius becomes the second house. This becomes the third house, and all the way you go up here, and this becomes the 12th house. So the ascendant is always signified by a line at the top. So ascendant or lagna, you can call it either way. It could be either your ascendant or your lagna. Okay, so till now we have seen the South Indian style of chart. So I could see that there are few North Indians also as well. They could be asking like, so we are from North India, but we don't cast the chart in this way. Our style of representation is completely different. Yes, I do understand that. So for a Capricorn ascendant, for a North Indian style of chart, you can go here. So this is the North Indian style of chart. So North Indian style of chart, this becomes your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house, and 11th house. Okay, so your first house again it will vary similarly as I said. So based on your time of birth, on your date of birth, your first house could be either your Aries, it could be either your Taurus, Gemini. So the first house would vary based on your time and place of birth, time and date of birth. So first house is what basically? The first house is your body, your life. So this is what is called as self-awareness. When we are talking about self-awareness, the house that defines you as an individual is your first house. What is your level of thinking? So what is it that you are going to receive in this lifetime? What is it that you are not going to receive? What are the things that you have obstacles in life. So this is your first house. And second house is your speech, your wealth, the money that you have in your hand right now, and your jewelry. Okay, your money, your family is your second house, your family. And third house is your courage, siblings. So third house is mostly your younger sibling. Third house is your courage, the house of courage. How willing are you to take risk in your life? How bold are you in tough situations? That defines your third house. And fourth house is your home, mother, the house, the house where you live in, the land. Okay. And the fifth house is your intelligence. Okay, your creativity. How creative you are as a person. What is your imagination? Okay, and fifth house is also indicates your children in general, but we can see like it is your first child. Fifth house denotes your first child, and seventh house indicates your second child, and so on and so forth. So fifth house is the house of creativity, imagination, and it indicates your first child. Sixth house is your enemies, house of enemies, your worries, and your job, the job that you are currently doing, the service, because you are working under somebody. So that is a service. Sixth house is service, working under somebody is sixth house. Sixth house is the house of competition that you have. So you can imagine like, see, in your office there is a competition, right? So whoever performs better gets a better hike, something like that. So you can remember it that way. And enemies. So there is always a high chance that if you are doing good, you could have some unseen enemies in your office, the place of work also. So sixth house is enemies, but they are the enemies who are behind you, who do not dare to come in front of you. Those are unseen enemies. And seventh house is your house of spouse, your spouse, life partner, and your desires. And seventh house is the business, basically. Seventh house is the people whom you meet, the person who is next to you, the second person. You talk to, you go out on a daily basis, you interact with a lot of people. Whomsoever you get in touch with is your seventh house. He is also your business partner, your spouse, desires is your seventh house. Eighth house is the house of your longevity and vulnerability, your weaknesses indicates your eighth house, and also longevity, how long you will survive in this planet. How is your death going to be? So these are eighth house is also your hidden assets. So the income that you are not showing in your taxes, for example, okay, that the money that you get as through inheritance. So somebody passes away in your family, the father passes away and son gets the money unexpected. So the unexpected gains is from seen from the eighth house. It is also your spouse's money. Eighth house indicates your spouse's money. Ninth house is the house of higher education, your postgraduate degrees, your dharma, your value system is your ninth house. Ninth house is the house of gurus, your religion, spirituality. Your long distance travels is also indicated by your ninth house. Ninth house is also indicates your father or any fatherly figure whom you look up to. Tenth house is the house of profession and your reputation. So sixth house is service, seventh house is business, tenth house is how you do your business, how people see you, what is the name, fame, what is the status, what is your status in the society. That is your tenth house. Tenth house is the house of karma. It also indicates your mother-in-law. Tenth house indicates your mother-in-law. Okay, tenth house indicates your father's income. 11th house is the house of gains. Okay, you get something, you invest somewhere and you get some money, right? So you gain something, you buy a product and sell it for a higher price. So whatever profit margin that you get is your 11th house, basically. 11th house is the house of fulfillment. 11th house indicates your elder siblings. 11th house indicates your social circle. So in your Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever good social connects that you have, it is seen through your 11th house. 12th house is basically your house of death, or it's an enlightenment. Okay, the house. So 12th house indicates your bed, the cot that you have in your home. Okay, so that is where we lie down. So 12th house indicates your house of death, enlightenment. It indicates jails, asylums, and all that, and how your soul is going to leave this body. So, is your end going to be very tough? So 8,000, 12,000, 8,000 indicates your last minutes, okay, last minutes before death, and 12,000 indicates like how your soul is going to merge with the divine after you pass away. So these are the basic things about the 12th house. So since he are very particular about career, so we can stick to first house. Okay, sex first house. What about it's you as a person and your sixth house. If you are in a job, sixth house is very important. Seventh house is important for the person who are doing people who are doing business. Tenth house is important for both because it indicates your profession and status in the society. Okay, so the similar things I have given here about the 12 houses of the chart. You can go through this in this video itself. I will explain. As I said, self appearance is your first house, is your body, and second house is your income, wealth, family life. Food that you take is also your second house. Your teeth. Third house is house of younger siblings, competition skills, daily round. Okay, so this competition, what I said, is a little different. The competition, so it's like a competition online, something like that. But sixth house is the real house of competition. Fourth house is your mother, emotional life, real estate, your fixed assets is also fourth house, and your academic degrees that you hold. The degrees is your fourth house. Children, creativity indicates your fifth house. Fifth house is also your Purva Punya Sthana. So, whatever good deeds that you have done in your life, that can also be seen through the fifth house. Sixth house is your, as I said, it's your health, enemies, digestion, okay, and your power over enemies. Seventh house, spouse, business partner, foreign trade, for home in the foreign country. Eighth house, use of partner's resource, partner's money, as I said, is a sexual attractiveness. Eighth house indicates your sexual attractiveness and occult knowledge. So, the astrology, knowledge of astrology, the occult sciences, psychic fields also come under the eighth house. Ninth house is your education, luck, the pilgrimage, your religious beliefs, and your spiritual growth all comes under ninth house. Tenth house is your career success, fame, reputation. 10,000 is your side ventures, social life, your income from job or career. Okay, so sixth house, the 11th house is sixth from the sixth. So the income that you get, the gains that you get is your 11th house. Basically, you can say it as a gain. Okay, so 11th house is mostly not the income. Income is your sixth house. 11th house is something like an incentive. Okay, something extra that you get out of work, some bonuses. That's your 11th house. 12th house is your enlightenment, asceticism, hospitals, and imprisonment. So kindly go through these 12 houses. If you are not understand it, maybe you can go through this video once again. Because when we are on this journey of self-awareness, it's also always very important to know the 12 houses in astrology. Because self-awareness is about your first house. You are trying to know about yourself. But other 12 houses, other 11 houses revolve around these first houses because we need these other 11 houses. The first house requires the support of all these 11 houses to survive. It is very as simple as that. Okay, so now there is an exercise. What you can do is you can go to a website called astrosage.com. Okay, so this is an astrosage.com. You enter your birth details. So, for example, I entered XYZ. Your name you can enter, your sex, and your date of birth. For example, I will make it like 12/4, something like 1990s. Sorry, 1996. Time I will leave it like that. Birthplace maybe I will put Chennai. Okay, I'll press get Kundli. Once I press get Kundli, so you will get this option. So what you can do is if you are a South Indian, then go to chart style here and choose South Indian. If you are a North Indian, kindly choose North Indian style of chart. So I will choose South Indian here. Okay. Now after choosing, just click on your birth chart. Okay, so we have two charts. One is Lagna chart and Navamsa chart. For now, you can ignore this Navamsa chart. No need to look into this Navamsa chart. Lagna chart is very important. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in the previously. So here you can see Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So this person who is born is under Cancer ascendant is a Cancer sign ascendant, but his nakshatra is where the moon is. Okay, so you can just scroll down. Okay, so ASC is Lagna is Cancer Lagna or Cancer ascendant. Okay, his nakshatra is in the sign of Capricorn is Shravan nakshatra. So moon indicates your nakshatra. This is your ascendant sign. So this table will tell you like which all planets are there in which rashi and which nakshatra. So in the nakshatra we will see in the next video. So for now you can see like sun is in Pisces. Where is sun in this horoscope? Sun is here. This is the Pisces sign. So sun is in 28 degree 51 minutes in Pisces. So we have around 9 planets. For now, you can ignore this PL. PL is Pluto. Pluto is not required right now. You can ignore this Pluto. Uranus and Neptune also you can ignore. So we will consider focus only on these 9 planets. You don't have to worry about Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, I'll give no. Yeah. So you can just go through this exercise and try to understand your chart basically. Okay. So that when we go on to the next class, it will be very easy when we are going to talk about the nakshatras. Okay. So see you all. Take care. Bye.